So show me where your grave is.
It's T74.
Okay.
Which is, it starts here and ends here.
Sophie, you're from France, so what made you acquire a burial plot in Bolinas, California?
I lived here for 6 months maybe, and I started to make photos because I rented the house of a photographer from Bolinas, and she had a little dark room, so I started to use a dark room, and I came in the graveyard because I like graveyards. So my first photos that became my first work ever happened here in this graveyard. In a way, the beginning of my professional life. So I thought that it was a good enough reason to end my life that has been professional since that beginning, to end it here.
Why are you so interested in death, Sophie?
I don't know. You know, it's not death. I'm interested by subjects which are about absence, missing, a man that goes, somebody that dies, a sculpture that's taken away, and what's left. When things go well, you don't take photos of your own happiness, in a way. Once in my life where I thought I had never been as unhappy, I took a photo of the spot where I was. It was for a work called Exquisite Pain, and I took the photo. And then I spoke with the philosopher, sociologue Jean Baudrillard, and he said, well, actually, you didn't suffer that much because you thought about taking the photo of where you were suffering. So you already put a distance between that suffering and you.
There's the project Take Care of Yourself, which is also dealing with loss, and it's also featured in this show at Fort Mason in San Francisco, where you have more than 100 women. 107 women who are analysing a letter to do with the breakup you had with your lover and interpreting it. So again, like you're sort of taking a step back from your pain.
Yeah.
So are you creating art as a form of therapy?
I do it for artistic reason. I do it because I want to put works on art on walls or in the page of the book. After, there is a therapeutic gift, cherry.
In your show at Fort Mason, there's this piece called Rachel Monique, and it's where you document the final moments of your mother's life.
Yeah.
What inspired you to create this project?
I was told that when people die, they use the minute you step out of the room to get something, and that's when they have their last breath. And me, I was obsessed, maybe, as I say, the last grave, the last breath, the last time of anything. And I wanted to be there when she would just have the last breath. And I was also afraid she would have something to tell me that she would not tell me directly. So I decided to put a camera. But I did this because it was her. My mother, she wanted to be always on stage, the main character. So she understood when I put the camera, she may become the main character on her death.
So do you think your mother would be happy with the result?
I am sure. I would not have done it otherwise.
You clearly love cemeteries, Sophie, and recently you did a project at the Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn, New York, where people came and sat with you and told you their secrets.
The project I did where people told me their secrets and we put them in a grave, at the end the Greenwood Cemetery offered me the grave. So at that point I have 2 graves in America and none in France. I have one in Brooklyn, beautiful spot. And I have one in Bolinas, quite different. So my after life is being taken care in America much better than in France.